Hello guys, welcome to another segment of Flutter tutorials for beginners. In this tutorial, we are going to learn how to implement bottom bar and drawer navigations in Flutter. Implementing bottom bar and drawer navigation in Flutter is a common requirement for mobile app development. Both bottom bar and drawer navigation provide users with intuitive ways to navigate through different sections of an app. In this tutorial, I'll walk you through how to implement both bottom bar and drawer navigations in a Flutter app. Let's get started. Okay, so bottom bar navigation. Bottom bar navigation typically involves a set of icons or labels displayed at the bottom of the screen, okay? Allowing users to switch between different sections or tabs of the app, okay? So Flutter actually provides a widget called bottom navigation bar for implementing bottom bar navigation. So there are a couple of steps that you need to follow in order to implement a bottom bar navigation. And the first one is for you to define a bottom navigation bar widget with multiple bottom navigation bar item widgets, each representing a tab. All right. Then the second is for you to implement a stateful widget to manage the current tab index and the content of each tab. Okay. Then the final one is to use an indexed stack to switch between different tab views based on the selected tab index. So let's head over to Visual Studio Code and write some codes to actually understand what we are talking over here. All right. We are now within Visual Studio Code, so we'll collect some codes and write some codes to implement our bottom navbar. All right. So let's do that. So we'll just clear everything over here, and we'll call our bottom navbar example class, which we are here to create. All right. So over here, we'll create we'll make use of the stateful widget, and we'll call our bottom navbar example, all right, class. So we are done with that. So inside bottom navbar, all right, we can declare a variable of current index, okay, which will set it to 0. Then we can now declare our list. All right, so final list widgets, which we'll call our list children. All right, so we can now move ahead and declare the list. So we are going to make use of the scaffold and give a background of probably colors dot blue gray. Okay. All right, so we just have to copy this and paste it 2 more other times, and we just change the colors. All right, so this one is going to be green and this one is going to be orange. Okay, that is done. So we are now done with our list. We are done with our current index, so we can move ahead and create our function, which is we'll call our function on tapped, all right, and which is going to take in some parameters, int, which is an index. Okay, then we'll make use of the set states. So over here we'll just assign the current index to the index. All right, and that is just that. We can now design the bottom navbar, right? So we will make use of the scaffold widgets. Then over here we'll make use of the app bar property and make use of the app bar widget. Okay, and inside our app bar we'll make use of the title property, and we will call it we'll make use of the text widget. All right, and what we will just probably call bottom navbar. All right,
Yeah, so that is just that. Okay, we can now move ahead and make use of our body. So of the body property, sorry. So the body property is going to take in the children list that we created. Okay, so which is current index. Okay, then that being done, we can now make use of the bottom navigation bar property. Okay, so bottom navigation bar property, and we can make use of the um, bottom navigation bar widgets. Okay, so the bottom, yep. And over here there are a couple of things that we need to actually do. So we set the current index to the current index variable that we created. Okay, then we'll do the on tap. All right, the on tap is going to be the on tapped function that we created, and then we'll state our items. All right, so our items is actually a list. Okay, so we'll just have to do that. So we'll make use of the bottom navigation bar item. Okay, and inside there are a couple of things that we can state. So we have the icon, then probably the label. So we'll make use of the icon property and make use of the icon class, and in here we can say icon icons dot home. All right, this is going to show the home icon. All right, okay, and we have to also state um, the label. All right, so probably displaying what should be there. So the label is just a string, so we'll call this home. All right, so we can just do that, and that is just that with this one. So we can probably copy. Okay, and probably copy and call this search. All right, and we can make use of the search icon. All right, and we just have to paste it again, and we'll call this settings. Okay, and we can make use of the settings icon. Okay, I think that is just that. We can just restart our app to see what we've actually written. All right, so yeah, so the first is the current index, which is home, the search, and the settings. All right, so and this is how you implement a bottom navigation bar. All right, in Flutter. There are other ways that you can use to implement that, but these things that that we've actually gone through are actually key with regards to implementing the bottom navigation bar. So now let's go and implement a drawer in Flutter. All right. Okay, so with regards to drawer navigation actually involves a panel that actually lists slides in from the side of the screen. All right, usually from the left, revealing a set of options or actions that users can actually choose from. All right, so in Flutter you can implement drawer navigation using the drawer widget. All right, Flutter actually provides that, and there are a couple of steps that you actually need to follow. All right, first you have to use a scaffold widget as the main container for your app. All right, then you set the drawer property of the scaffold to a drawer widget. Okay, then inside the drawer widget, define the content of the drawer, such as a list of options or widgets. Okay, then handle the user interactions with the drawer content. So let's actually head over to Visual Studio Code and write some codes to actually understand what we are talking about. Okay, so now we can now implement the drawer navigation bar. All right, so let's actually do that. So over here on top of the stateful widget, that's the bottom nav bar example stateful widget. we are going to make use of a stateless widget. All right, so stl, and we will call this drawer navigation example. Okay, all right, so let me copy it and put it over here. And yeah, so we can now move ahead and define everything for our drawer. Okay, so we are going to make use of the scaffold widget as we actually stated over here as part of the steps in implementing the drawer navigation. So we are going to call it we are going to make use of the app bar property and make use of the app bar widget. And inside our app bar, we'll make use of the title property, and we will make use of the text widget, and we will call it drawer navigation. All right, okay. With that being done, then we can actually define the drawer. All right, so we'll make use of the drawer property. Okay, and we'll make use of the drawer widgets, and in here then we can define a couple of things. So we'll make use of the chart property, and we'll use the list view. Okay, we'll make use of the list view widget. So list view widget, and inside there we can declare a couple of things to us. So let's say pattern, and that's we are making use of the pattern property, and we'll edge insert. All right, edge insert will do dot 0. Okay, and that is just that. Then the children, so we declare children. We'll make use of the children property, and in here then we can declare what we want to be. So we'll make of the drawer header widgets. Okay, so drawer header widgets, and in here you have to actually define provide some widgets to the chart. So we'll make use of the text widget, then we will declare, we'll call it probably drawer header. Okay, yeah, I think this actually makes sense. Let me put some columns. Okay, so that is just that with the drawer. Then we can do a decoration. Okay, a decoration, making use of the decoration. So we'll make use of the box decoration widgets. Okay, we'll make use of the box decoration, and we just have to do a color just to actually differentiate the color for the drawer header. All right, so we'll use colors. We'll use colors dot let me use green. Okay, I think that will be fine. So colors, we'll use colors dot green. Okay, that is just that. Okay, with the drawer header we can actually move ahead, then declare a couple of items. Okay, so we'll use of the list tile widget. Then inside our list tile widget we can pass in something. So we can declare, we'll make use of the title, then the title probably call the text widget, and the title. So that's probably the first item for, we'll probably call this one home. Okay, and yeah, and we can declare our on tap. Okay, so the on tap property, then we just with this we are just going to pop it. Okay, so we are just going to pop it. So we're just going to use navigator dot pop. All right, and we just have to pass in the context and put a semicolon over here. Okay, with that done, we can actually copy the list style and repeat it. We can copy the list style and repeat it. Okay, and this one we'll call it probably I'll call this settings. Okay. All right. So let's get rid of some these blue lines over here. So okay. Then we'll add const. All right. So we can add const to as well to this. Okay. So that is just that. I think. I don't know what is actually the problem. Okay, no problem. Yeah, so that is just that we can actually hot reload our app and see what we've actually built. Yeah, so we've actually created our drawer. So drawer navigation. So when you click on it, see the drawer header. So drawer header. Sorry, I made a mistake with the spellings for the header. So yeah. Okay, so drawer header. So home settings. So when you click on it, it will pop because at the moment we are not navigating to any other page. So we just pop in it. All right. So yeah. So that is just that with this tutorial with regards to implementing navigations with both bottom and drawer navigation. So see you in the next tutorial. Okay guys, so we are now at the end of this tutorial. I believe that with these examples you now have a good understanding of how to implement both bottom bar and drawer navigations in your Flutter app. You can also customize the appearance and behavior of both navigation patterns to suit your specific requirement. See you in the next tutorial. But let me chip in this. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share for others to know what we are learning over here. Thank you.